Greetings, everybody. It is the Heritor, and welcome back to Rogue Trader. In the previous episode, we made our way to the Vheabos system. I don't think it's actually called that, but it has the planet, or the prison planetoid, Vheabos. We are currently in orbit of Vheabos, waiting to descend to sort out the drive stem's problems. But for now, we actually wanted to do a couple of other things. Or I should say, I wanted to do a couple of other things that were directed to me by people in the comments. They, you guys wanted me to talk to the Cogitator, so I will talk to the Cogitator. I also just want to point out I shuffled a couple of stuff around. So I gave myself the Commander's Monocle, which is going to buff up my Voice of Command ability so that when I give somebody Voice of Command and they make an attack, they'll deal a fair bit of extra damage. I gave Pascal here the tactical goggles instead, because he needs a bit of extra hit chance. I've noticed he's, I think, the least reliable when it comes to hitting, at least as far as the main combatants goes. And the dynamo boots to just also make him a bit faster so that he can close the distance a little easier, because he's got two short-range weapons. I have him with the multi-melta now, by the way, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Jai here, I'm gonna say her name right, finally. I've given her the Helm of Determination. So the wearer of this helmet gains 2 times their fellowship bonus to armor, because she's very squishy. I thought, okay, we can give her a little bit more armor. We had her with the Rate of Fire helmet, which I realized these actually only have a rate of fire of 4, and the Precise Bolter has a rate of fire of 5, so I've actually given this to Argenta, which makes her attacks deal basically 10% more damage, which sounds good to me. So, aside from that, we are all set to go. The sacred mechanism is awake and ready to receive your request, Lord Captain. I'm gonna hand the Darkonus databank to the tech priest. Access the data from Darkonus. Is this from our little secret room that we found? With reverent trepidation, the tech priest accepts the device from your hands and places it inside of one of the drives, all the while honoring the machine with the modulating binaric prayer. The turbines within the cogitator stir into motion, and the vid screen lights up. Input, pack comp, nom os, stab true, stat check, init. Nom os, UNP epitaph, status initiated. Data regulation, 0924558847. The tech priest extracts the data slate from the cogitator and gives it to you. The machine spirit has revealed the contents of the encrypted data, and I hereby pass it to you. This is where I reach the limit of my authorization, but you now have the option to review the decrypted data personally. Theodora von Valancius's personal notes. Okay. Where do we have that? Can we get a date from newest to oldest received, please? There we go. Data deleted, entry damaged. Trader like a lackey. It is humiliating and dispiriting to put up with the part of an errant servant to an imperious madman vested with even greater power than that of any rogue trader. Alas, when one side of the scales holds my pride and the other the fate of the von Valancius Protectorate and my entire bloodline, choice becomes a futile illusion. It would be far too naive of me not to prepare for the worst. Epitaph will decide the future of the Expanse as a whole. But I have some time at my disposal until then. Heirs with the von Valancius blood in them will soon be located and brought to me. I cannot afford to delay the choice of successor any longer. Okay, so she made a deal with somebody. Epitaph, I guess. Don't know who that is. But possibly the imperious madman? Greater power than any rogue trader? Is this the true leader of the Cult of the Final Dawn? Or is the Cult of the Final Dawn an enemy of Epitaph? Interesting. She also knew, or at least realized, that she was probably going to bite it fairly soon, so that is interesting. You know what? I'm going to take the Scribe Servo Skull right here. And I'm also going to take... Oh, I can only take one servo skull. I can only equip one familiar. Fine, I'm going to take the scribe one. Designed to spread the glory and splendor of its mighty owner. Right. Well, that was interesting. So, yeah. I guess it's time we head down to Vheabos. Intriguing. Epitaph. We're gonna have to keep an eye out for that name. That's not one we've heard yet. So, let's head down to the planet below. This is one of our planets. Do I bring Cassia? You know what? I think I'm gonna change things up a little bit. Abelard, you have the ship. Heinrichs is coming. Pascal, ooh. Why don't you go do some repairs on the ship? Although we just modified you. Let's have him come along. We've got only one party slot here. Can I bring Cassia? Yeah. I also kind of want to bring Idira, but then I'm not going to bring Heinrichs. You know what? I'm not going to bring Heinrichs. We're going to bring Idira instead. We've got Cassia with us, so we can at least keep the veil from being too sundered. So, yeah, as far as we're aware, there doesn't seem to be much heresy going on here, so I don't know if we need Heinrichs on this particular mission. This is a prison colony. I don't think we're going to want to bring Irliet along. Let's not show her the worst of humanity.
I always keep my options
affirm
open.
Her suspicions and fears.
The Imperium is laughably unoriginal in its educational methods. Corrective labor in the mines. Places like this show mercy to no one, adult or child.
Oddly progressive.
These transgressors ought to be weeping in gratitude for being given a chance to atone through hard labor.
That's more like it. Within the setting. Right. The man's body is frozen in an unnatural pose. The corpse's fingers are crooked, and its teeth are bared in a ghastly grimace. Alright, starting off well. This looks unusual. The bodies have been twisted into a pose resembling a servile bow and bound with barbed wire. Oh, good.
Rise to the top, or get left
Does nothing
in the
good
dust.
ever happen on a prison colony? I think the answer to that should be fairly self-evident. You can clearly see several thin cuts left by bladed weapons on the body. Oh, this is drukhari, almost certainly. Yeah, we got that again. These are not chaos icons. I think. This could just be like skin and flesh stretched across the walls as some sort of art. What have we here? Look at it! Where did they get all this stuff? Who are they? Have the Dark Ones found a governor at last? Okay. Tazara. Ooh, yeah, you are a, you're a drukhari. A witch with a clave, by the looks of it. The tall, thin Xenos moves with the grace of an otherworldly predator. The creature gives you a dispassionate glance and casually speaks a few words that are immediately picked up by your elucidator. Nicandus, Aelith, what is this? Has one of the sisters found an amusing trinket in the ruins and saved it as a special treat for the Archon? The Xenos takes a quick look over her shoulder towards the platform, where a few more silhouettes in tar-black armor can be seen. Oh, good. Yeah, there's a couple more over there. By whose leave are you playing Lord on my world? The Xenos' eyes light up with interest. The monkey understands my speech. Where did you come by a device that can translate our language? Are you trying to impress me by appearing useful? Such words will earn you a bout in the ring at most, without weapons and soon without your skin. Idira spits on the ground. If I'd been the one holding the device, she and I would have had words. I'd make sure the stuck-up bitch knew exactly what I think of her. The humans scattered around you on the platform stare as if they've seen a ghost. The eyes of some betray their fear, others glare with bestial hatred, and yet more look upon you with hope. Who are you? My name is known to everyone on this planet, Monkey. I am Tazara the Deliverer, Tazara the Benevolent, the one who grants respite from the choking grasp of this world. I decide who lives, who dies, and who finds new purpose for their existence in Komara's many arenas. Oh yeah, sounds like a lovely existence. Surely, this is why you have come here, to fight for my ever-changing favor and for the privilege of being the first to be chained. I presume the toxic atmosphere is your doing. It could be, or perhaps by my mere presence is enough to make base creatures like yourselves forget how to breathe. Tazara lets out a nasty chuckle. Are you really surprised at what happened? You wove the net right under your own feet. We merely knocked out the pin and drew it closed tight around you. A couple of volleys at the seals on the underground well, and the planet, the one you had turned inside out, did the rest. I hereby declare you a Category 3 blasphemer for tampering with the sacred production cycle of the world's extractiums. The drill on Pascal's mechadendrite springs to life with a howling screech. And your brethren finished what the planet had started. Oh, how they strived to please me and my entourage, how they slaughtered and tortured their own kin for mine and my sisters' delight. How they decorated this little arena with still living Monkey. Did you think all that you see before you is the work of our hands? Think again. I'm gonna address the fighters in the arena. How could you stoop to this? To killing one another for the amusement of the enemies of humanity? A hulking brute who can barely stand coughs up blood and wipes his lips. What? Was I supposed to lie down and die? The ones who survived the arena, the Xenos take them away. I saw humans boarding shuttles with my own eyes. They're going to take us away from here, you hear? Yeah, well, somewhere worse. This statement is false. You were supposed to furnish yourselves with a means of a respiratory protection and inflict maximum damage on the perpetrators before ceasing your vital functions. Yeah, I don't know if most people are going to listen to that type of advice, Pascal. Stupid Ashmax. Do you really think the drukhari will whisk you away to a far-off wonderland? At best, they'll put you in chains. At worst... Yeah, who gives a shit about us convicts? The lanky buggers may keep me on a leash, but at least I'll be alive, not coughing up my lungs. Jai opens her mouth, then freezes, clenching the Aquila on her chest until her knuckles turn white. If I were faced with such a choice, the Exalted One would guide me on the right path. Yeah, I mean, I can understand. How cruel you are to your unfortunate kin. These Monkey have worked hard to entertain their elite audience. Each of them fights with a strength born from desperation, seeking to earn their place in my box of toys. There are always room for more. My toys do break so very easily. Wait, we can hire them? No. I'm a rogue trader, the Emperor's anointed guardian of humanity. And your doom, Xenos scum. Oh, what passion, what naive arrogance. When all this turns into boundless despair and clinging terror, my guests and I will savor such exquisite pleasure. I would play with you myself, Monkey, but then the performance would be brief. And we don't want to upset my guests now, do we? From the dusk behind Tazara comes out a cry. The distance between you and the Xenos is too great for the elucidator to interpret the words, but the tone alone speaks of irritation and impatience. Tazara raises her blade and points at you. Tell the other Monkey that whomever slits your throat will depart for their new home, ahead of schedule, and tell them to hold nothing back. Tonight they dance for Euremeris herself, the great Archon of the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest. At last we have the mind behind the, drukhari here. Where are you? There's just some more witches here. Don't see Euremeris. Use dogmatic here. Or we can persuade. No, I'm gonna use the dogmatic here. Address the fighters in the arena. Dying to entertain Xenos is a path to eternal shame and condemnation of souls touched by the Emperor's undying glory. Let us join our blades. We will destroy those who sought to kill you. Exhausted and defeated faces trade worried glances. The hulking brute next to you hesitates and spits and breaks into a grin. We're going to die anyways. Might as well do it without the heretics brand. Slay the beasts. Now you're talking. Tazara emits a furious scream and takes a step back, signaling to her companions. Alright, so we've got some, we've got these prisoners here.
I'll adorn myself with your flayed skin.
We've been ambushed. I hardly call this an ambush. Okay, so there are a bunch of witches. Alright, these are probably going to be very fast, hit very hard in melee, and they should have splinter pistols as well. So witches are basically the gladiatorial cultists of the drukhari. These are the drukhari, the dark Eldar as they are. Wow, look at that one. You're not looking too good. Somebody should check that one's vitals. Let's start the battle then. Okay, so I'm gonna take cover. No sense in me hiding here. You guys are probably all in cover. I want to see what we can manage here. What type of funny business could we do? Let's actually, you know what? We're gonna start off with
I'll make it happen.
Giving Idira a first turn because she can help with first off with this, so we can get a rear line immediately. Extra range damage. We could put that. I'd like to. Yeah, we can put that right here.
On it.
Okay. Then we can drop a back line. Cover reduction. We could drop that right here.
Will do.
And then I don't know where we're gonna have a front line just yet, but let's drop it right here.
Was that you?
Okay.
Or
So, I definitely want to give some people. Let's give Jai forewarning. Good. Didn't summon any demons yet. That's a good start. And we can give some sensory
Anything
deprivation to that Lich Gunslinger right there. And we may as well start dropping
But of
some
course.
analysis on some of them. Okay, that's my turn. And now it's my turn again. So I can drop another
It's as
forewarning.
good
We'll
as
drop it on
done.
Argenta. And I'm going to drop a Prescience on Cassia
On it.
here. Okay. We don't need to move stuff around. We can do a perfect timing, but I would like to have more party members be affected. Who's going next, actually? Idira, then the Hecatrix. Okay, so the Hecatrix is the leader. That would be Tazara. I don't know where she went, actually. We have a Witch Gunslinger and then a regular Witch. Cool, there's multiple types. There she is. Tazara, Iremeris, you're the Archon, and Marazai. Okay. Interesting. So that's the Archon. Archons lead entire cabals of drukhari, which is basically like a clan, sort of. I mean, it's not quite. But Iremeris, you're a big deal. I don't know what you are. Perhaps a Drakon, which is basically like a Vice Archon, so second in command, a lieutenant. And yeah, you're a Hecatrix, which are the leaders, basically the champions of the witch cults. So, yeah, it's like a sub-champion, because technically a succubus is going to be the main champion. So we've got 3 action points left. Yeah, I think we're gonna want to do it
I'll
like
see
this.
to it
So we're
personally.
gonna let Argenta take some shots here.
I'll make it happen.
So let's juice her up. We could immediately have her start shooting, though I don't want to hit the prisoners here. They're going to be valuable allies, yes. Yeah, that is what they will be. So perhaps just single target, because we have a good chance of hitting here. Can we target up here? We cannot actually hit them, interestingly enough. Okay, then we have some limitations. I'd rather pick off the melee ones, to be fair.
I'll do it.
They have a more ranged heavy party, so good shot. Good start, anyways. We'll
Faith
drop a
without
wildfire.
deeds is worthless.
So we're automatically going to get versatility from this attack, which I'm going to use on another
do
single
it.
shot. So the 100% hit chance is reduced by dodge and other things after the fact. So that's fair. We'll drop confident approach as well. So we'll end our turn here, and it seems to be our turn here as well. So we'll end that. It's relatively effective. Idira, you are going to move
What
right
is
here.
this foreboding?
So I definitely want to hit. Let's actually drop
On it.
full warning on Cassia. What else can we do? We can do another sensory deprivation. So I feel like we should drop it on that witch over there.
Was that you? Or
Blind them. It's going to could be fairly effective. We can drop another prescience as well, so I could drop a prescience on Cyrene, actually, although she doesn't really need it. Perhaps I'm going to drop it on myself. Okay, and we will get some more analysis on that one. And I can take a shot. I don't think we're going to be in range. Actually, we are going to be in range, interestingly. Oh, no, we're definitely not going to be in range. Well, I've got an extra action point. What can I do here? Nothing. That's fine. We'll end our turn.
Let them tremble.
Okay. That's,
Why did I not foresee this?
probably a haywire grenade. What are you going to do? Shooting there. Very nice. I think you actually hit that one.
Horror awaits.
Ouch. Ouch. We're not looking too good. Okay. So, we can get Cassia right up here. I don't want to use Lidless Stare. This is definitely a bit of an issue. So that's the Hecatrix right there. Perfect. Perfect. We can do a Glimpse of Fate on Argenta first thing. Another thing I think I'm going to want to do is do a Mend Reality. Keep our Psychic Phenomenon in check. And then, ooh, a couple of choices here. Could give somebody an action? No, we cannot. Okay, then it's going to be Held in My Gaze on the Hecatrix. Hopefully this will stun her. Very nice.
Woe to you.
And I guess we'll buff
I'm
up
not
Pascal.
accustomed to being ordered around.
Right. Enthralled Gladiators are moving in.
I
Nice.
will tear your heart out for this.
Gunslinger is going to shoot that way, but is blinded.
get to it.
Argenta. I think we can just kill her. We have a 95% hit chance right here. Just gun her down. Yeah, see ya. Yeah, none of that from you. So,
Doubt is for the weak.
we'll drop a wildfire. I will single shot this. We'll put another single shot at that
I'll
one.
do it.
Fantastic. Almost dead. We can
Faith
then also
without
run and gun.
deeds is worthless.
And, ooh, yeah, it's gonna have to be another single shot.
I'll do it.
That's gonna be highly likely.
None
And
can
that is
escape
another
the
one
Emperor's judgment.
Undefeated.
that is gone.
Out of my way! Here we go.
Okay. Nice. These guys don't suck.
Let's get to it.
This would be a really rough fight if we had to fight all of them too.
Let the truth.
But we've offered them redemption. So we're gonna see about making sure that they get it one way or another. Let's see here. Let's move Pascal up right here. I'm gonna drop bounties on these two. Call the Bolt is only for melee, right? No. Next attack this turn is the general. Oh my god, this is a 3-action ability. But double multi-melt a shot right here. Let's see if this actually works. That dealt a lot of damage. Okay. We could drop a Machine Spirit Communion right here, which is precisely what I'm going to do. So, their recoil is now decreased. So you're going to come around. Attack him. Ouch. Quick attacks for another one. Yeah, alright. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, not today.
High momentum.
We have momentum already. That's, let's see here. Jai? Let's send Jai up this
Living
way.
on the edge.
Let's do an orchestrated firestorm up somewhere. That'd be pretty cool. Argenta's got line of sight on that one. Problem is I don't have line of sight. Oh, I do. I could just do it. That would be Argenta and myself. I don't know if myself would be in range. I don't know if that's actually worth it. I think we're probably better off using Finest Hour on somebody, or waiting for Argenta's buff. Or I could Finest Hour. Who could have Finest Hour, though? Who would be best? I don't know. Let's just do your turn first. So we're gonna unload here. What can we do here? Take aim? I don't know. We can't use this on ourselves, so. Although, that is going to be really good on Argenta.
I
So
can
let's
do
actually drop a
that
take
with the
aim on
right
her.
incentive.
So she can ignore cover with her next attack, which is going to be good.
Never cross a
A
Casvalic.
work for a flesh crafter.
Yeah, we'll see if there's
Let
much
me educate you on the art
Tell
of
me,
pain.
and it is done.
using drukhari weapons against him. I think he might
You've
live,
unleashed my fury.
which makes me really sad. Not gonna lie. Alright,
Wanna see a trick?
give Argenta another turn. So, 0% chance. I just gave you... Okay, never mind. It's fine.
Doubt is for the weak. Eradicated.
Goodbye. You're still alive. Can't have that.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Each strike is a prayer.
I'm bored of this farce, Tazara. Who rules this arena? You or the Monkey? Archon Euremeris. Drakon Marazai, you know the danger of repeating this misunderstanding. Draw your conclusion. Your word is our command, Archon Euremeris.
Okay, so they're out of here. Alright. We scared them off. That's pretty good. We'll revel in slaughter. And then, can we move? I don't think we can move, unfortunately. Nobody else is in... Oh, hello.
I'll do it.
I see you there. Can we can't full auto, that's fine.
As
We
the
don't need to
Emperor
at this
commands,
point.
I act. For you, my Emperor!
I'll return the pain tenfold.
Alright, we'll do a reload. Fantastic. Jai, you still have 3 action points left. Why don't
Watch
you
my back.
run on over this way?
Am I getting paid for this? Never.
Goodbye. Oh, so sad. Sounds like she's in great pain. Okay, we still have 3 action points left. I could throw a grenade. Could do Onslaught as well. Give me the Slice ability, but do I have a melee weapon? I don't. Oops. Who else can we juice up here, then? We can juice up,
I
Yura.
can do that with
May
the
as
right
well.
incentive.
Press the advantage, or we can use a strong point on... Let's drop this on Idira.
You've got a
Drop
problem?
tactical advantage
I've got a
and
prize.
finish the job. Which, again, I have no idea how this works. Or what its use is. And we have full action.
This battlefield
So I'm gonna
air
go right
is
over
good for
here.
my lungs.
You are not in cover from me. So, have fun with this.
Whoa!
I will
I
tear
want a
your
medal for
heart
that
out
one.
for this.
Yeah!
Don't get too cocky.
Rip!
Momentum.
The surviving fighters turn their heads towards you one after another. All eyes on the battlefield are glued to you. Those who fought with me, get to the shuttle. As soon as we are away from here, I will give order for the immediate evacuation of the remaining survivors. Or we can be dogmatic. I'm gonna iconoclast this, indeed. So, they'll be happy about that.
Always keep your
let's do
eye
some
on the
looting.
prize.
What have we here? Hunter Carapace. It's 45 armor. Base armor property, 10% armor if you're in half cover. That's pretty good, actually. It's quite solid. Let me actually look. I might just give that to somebody right now. It is medium armor. I may as well give this to myself. Although, no, I've got the Psy body glove. I think Idira has this. It's also a decent carapace. Who's wearing medium armor? You're only wearing light armor right now. Plus 5% dodge. That doesn't seem like it's worth it. Although, yeah, this is going to drop your dodge. Your dodge is currently 90%. So this will up your armor to 45, but your dodge to 63, which is not worth it, in my opinion. Jai, you actually might benefit a bit more from this. Improved armored body glove, because your dodge is 84. Put it to 63, but would definitely give you better armor. Huh. Actually, looks kind of cool. But maybe not. And you get extra awareness bonus to dodge, which is... we're never taking that off. Well, in half cover, huh? Or my psychic body glove here. Yeah, I mean, that's 6% extra dodge. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, the effects are... Yeah, I don't think I'm actually gonna give this to anybody right now, except for maybe Pascal. No, this is 50% armor. This is a 45. This is actually, like, only minorly worse. So I think we can ditch the pirate chainmail. I'm just gonna throw this into cargo. Alright, so we'll grab that. What happened to you? The man died clutching his intestines as they spilt from his lacerated stomach. Well, sucks to be you. Witch armor. A poisoned Hecatari blade. And a blast pistol. Okay. Now we're talking. You got cut in half. Brutal.
I always have a backup plan.
Got enthralled gladiator here. Look at all this stuff. I'm gonna take one of these Hecatari blades, and then I think I'm just gonna throw the rest into cargo. Yeah. Did I make these always add to cargo? And these as well? Wonderful. Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
More stuff here. Okay, same things. Got some goods over here as well. What do we have? Fantastic. Bunch of stuff. I did also, off-screen, do some trading with the Kasbalika mission. I just sold everything we possibly could to them. Because,
let us not
yeah, I think it was, you, Sinjura Stormblade, you, mentioned that the Stormbolter is, part of the Kasbalika mission, yeah. The, like, a higher tier
Rise to the
Kasbalika
top,
mission,
or get left in the dust.
Trade rewards. So,
Hey,
and since we want our
what's
Gented
that?
F Stormbolter, we're going to, basically beeline to it until we can get it. Yeah. Big thing over there. Got some lovely, sketchy looking.
I always keep
stuff
my
coming out of
options
the
open.
ground. So we're just gonna look around. Doesn't seem like there's much else to be found here. What happened to you? Body's missing parts of his extremities. It was hacked to pieces with a dozen strikes. Lovely. Drukhari, nice. Okay, so we can go in there.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Lead the way in there, though? How do we get there? I guess up this way. Yeah. What happened to you? You can clearly see several thin cuts left by bladed weapons on the body. Yeah,
Is
we've
there
already got
money
that.
to be made?
Must have missed this. Hello. Man clawed at his throat right before he died, so this is the toxic stuff emerging from the planet. The broken, slashed, and gutted body is covered with the shreds of a planetary warden uniform. The body is frozen in an unnatural pose. Yeah, we've
Keep
seen
your
that.
wits about you.
I just walked right past this, apparently. The caustic ooze gives off a sickening vapor that eats away at the lining of your nose and mouth, making your eyes water. Sounds unpleasant.
I always have a backup plan.
Is there anything else? I guess there's something up here. They're gone. Throne is my witness. We will find these blasphemous wretches and make them pay for everything that happened here.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
It really seems like this is it. Doesn't seem like there's anything else to be done here. The sacred engine meant to work in the quarry has not been used in a long time.
Always keep your eye
Yeah,
on
guys,
the prize.
I think I'm just gonna have to leave. Doesn't seem like there's much else to be done here. This is a quick little planet, nice to the point fight, and you know what? I'm okay with that.
I always keep my options open.
So, hopefully this has solved the issues on Vheabos. DriveStem's gonna be none too pleased, but hey, look at this. We can actually, this is a new colony for us. Captain, didn't get a chance to read that. Okay, let's check the colony traits here first. The Valancius Restoration. The young rogue trader's decisive actions inspire confidence in her subjects, so we get +1 efficiency, complacency, and security. So, punishment of the thinkers. Vheabos 6 needs new convicts. Various dangerous literates and idle thinkers could supplement the workforce. Let's not. As a literate myself, this makes me unhappy. Punishment of the outsiders. Vheabos 6 needs new convicts. The quarries can be filled with prisoners taken from foreign worlds. Dear Lord. We would get reputation with the Fellowship of the Void. Oh, no, we require a reputation with the Fellowship of the Void. We would get the Cutthroat feature. All allies gain 10% extra critical damage here. And then, player character gains the Enemy of Knowledge feature. Plus 5% damage against Psykers and Navigators. Punishment by calculation. Purchasing foreign criminals is a potential solution to this problem. I think this is probably the best course of action. We'll lose 2 security. We'll get 3 plasteel, 1 people, and 2 chemicals. And we'll gain the Punisher feature. We'll gain 10% dodge against enemies of humanity. Just me? Just me. That's okay. Alright, so we'll get that going, and we've got some more options for what to build here. I really like that they're all unique. So, let's head back into the void of deep space. The warp, I mean. And see where we go next. I think we do a little bit more exploration, and then come back to Darkonus in a bit. It's going to be a bit of a treacherous route. So let's chart new warp routes first things first. Hopefully we can get to... we cannot. How do we get there? Do we have to chart a deadly course? Because I can't reduce this. Oh, no. We just have to spend 3 to even chart the course there. Oh, boy. Okay, you know what? Then I'm heading back to Mundus Valancius right now. I don't know if it's worth... There was a malfunction in the engineering chamber during the warp journey. The accelerator cogitator stopped obeying the tech briefs, and for a few precious moments, the ancient machines were left to their own devices. The crew managed to avoid serious breakdowns or accidents. Several acolytes of the cult Mechanicus were turned into servitors as penance, and the bosun gave out several triple watches to the voidsmen who dredged up the old rumors about the cursed ship. Okay, seems like we're okay. We've made it. And then we can drop into Mundus Valancius here. I will reduce this route to just being unsafe at the moment. And drop into right here. Okay. That night, the Lord Captain and some of her crew were awakened by beautiful music. The sound seemed to caress their very minds, until they realized the source was their own bodies. While their teeth were chattering out staccato, their tendons were being plucked like strings by unseen hands, and invisible breaths flowed through their bones, turning them into mournful flutes. The illusion ended, but for a long time afterward, every movement made their hearts flutter or stutter in fear. Was the orchestra about to strike up once more? That is disturbing. Very Slanesh. Holy shit, that's fucking cool, though. That was one of the creepiest things I've read in a while. Oh. Let's go on. Then that didn't happen. Alright, back down we go. Let's talk to drive stem. To Darkonus. We have some repairs that we need to do. We'll do that right now. Lord Captain, we have received a report from Darkonus. Some common folk from the now ruined Scipione 84249 have succumbed to the heresy of defiance, forming into engine vandal gangs. They now ride among the wastelands on the wasteland-adapted cleaning Goliaths. They have declared themselves to be outside of the law, raiding the hive's outskirts only to escape retribution in the toxic wastelands. Many of them did not want to obey your more than equitable decision to send them to the restoration side of Scipione, and thus they have fled the labor settlements, committing the heresy of disobedience. Rumor has it that the Brigadier clan, in charge of debris removals in the ruins of Scipione, keep in contact. We could pass on your words to the renegades via the Brigadiers, or force them to disclose the locations of the rebels' nomadic camps. -1 profit factor. I don't... Ooh, Wasteland Generator. Hold on, what? What's the Wasteland Generator? I want to know! This ancient component of a Darkonus fleet frigate was discovered in the waste by the engine vandals and presented to the rogue trader. Okay, just a better torpedo tube. That's kind of cool. If they're so tenacious and militant, let them guard the hives in exchange for a small tribute. That could be cool. +1 MP permanently. Or we could destroy them. Wasteland Twister. Okay, it's a sword. That's probably the most boring result. How do they survive? Or what is the Brigadier clan? This is a union of the workers and the technomats who have been working on the lower levels of Scipio. Small-scale bosses of the watches and the shifts, useful common folk who have proved their worth with diligent labor and valuable knowledge. Of course, they stand much lower than the esteemed trader, let alone the aristocrats, but the common folk heed their kin, and the brigadiers have both the authority and the ability to manage them. The Scipions keep to themselves, but the brigadiers have not shown any signs of disloyalty. They were the first to volunteer to return to the ruins of Scipions 84249 and set up the debris removal project. They are certainly useful and accustomed to praising the Emperor through their labor. Moreover, their grief at the loss of their home and the resilience with which they have accepted it made them appear like heroes and martyrs in the eyes of other commoners. How do they survive in the wastelands, and why do they decline my rule? This is a rather uncomfortable way of life, your ladyship. They must always be wary of acid rains and hurricanes, moving a decent distance from the hives if they do not plan on raiding at that moment. They get their food from the abandoned outposts, paying for it with the lives of those killed by autonomous security systems. Water and promethium are rationed very strictly. They live by marauding, an occasional hunt and plundering, sometimes their own kin and sometimes the outskirts of the hives. They are a tribe of degenerates and barbarians that is rapidly developing its own clan culture. The civilized residents of the hives shoot the scum any chance they get. I wish to hear what my advisors have to say. If the engine vandals have managed to tame the ancient machine spirits, then that means there are technomats or even tech priests among their ranks. That renders them negotiable. It would be efficient to utilize such renegades instead of disposing of them. A promise of reward for every piece of technology found in the wastelands of Darkonus and returned back to the dynasty will ensure their obedience and tractability. If you wish to exterminate them, Elantark, do not waste your time on hunting them down. Instead, deceive them into defeating each other with the prize, a weapon or a trophy they can fight for. After the Monkey are finished slicing each other up, for the right to obtain it, your warriors shall finish the deed. This tactic proves itself to be very useful against your kind. Thanks, Hierliat. The aristocrats of Darkonus despise them, but are also secretly afraid of them, correct? Renegades can invoke such fear, I wonder. If I had exiles like this on my home, would they have curbed the ambitions of my brothers and sisters? Would they have supported me in case of conflict? Oh, I am scheming and conspiring right now, am I not? Cassia. Bravo, Lady Cassia. Do not be ashamed of the unique abilities bestowed upon you by your heritage. They are your birthright. This could be interesting. Yeah. Oh, these change. Very interesting. The effects stay the same, but actually, no, they don't. The negative effects are less bad. Oh, that's brilliant. So you can. That's really cool. So you get the advice of your allies, and it basically mitigates some of the negative effects. I think I want to do this actually. Lady Cassia is right. We should help them and give the aristocrats a real threat to keep them in their place. I'm still naive of even the basics in these games played by the powerful, but my intuition tells me that this is a winning strategy. Good on you, Cassia. A meeting with the leaders of the Engine Vandals was organized via the Brigadier clan. They have gladly accepted your proposal to serve. Having received weapons and information, the engine vandals slaughtered several brash and troublesome aristocrats in a few successful raids, sowing fear and reliance on the rogue traders' protection. The roar of their engines was like a snapping whip over the heads of frightened cattle. A little bit sketchy. But you know what? It's fine. Alright, what can we do here? Genetic mercy. The genetic purges will be stopped. The world needs working hands. That would be +4 people. That's probably good. You could always use more. Decree on diligence. Issuing this decree will significantly tighten production quotas, dooming laggards to being processed into corpse starch, which will encourage the most diligent servants. Yes. I'm sure that's what it'll do. According to the new doctrine, the disenfranchised will be servitrized. Sorted goods. Slaves will now be secretly resold to the pirates of the Corunus Expanse. This would block the Casbalican auction. So why is this blocked? We need more reputation there. See, that sounds pretty cool. But what is Filth of the Expanse? Master Raider, which we got instead of Shield of the Emperor. Right, so this got us our ship. I don't think I want to do this. The extra reputation there, like, we'll get a new gun, which is a pretty good gun, to be fair. Casbalican we need more reputation with the Casbalican mission, so we're not going to do that. We'll do Genetic Mercy. We'll be nice. We're gonna turn the 41st, or you know, the Imperium into the noble bright darkness of the far future, one planet at a time. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let's land on Darkonus. Well, not land on Darkonus, but slander. Rumors wriggle through the colony that the rogue trader has given in to the archenemy's depravity. Okay, so we can start some punitive pogroms, which will reduce complacency by 2. That sucks. We can appease the population with lavish celebrations, giving extra complacency. Complacency does... what again? Speed of projects is reduced, but increases the amount of profit factor. So extra complacency is generally good, but that'll lose 2 efficiency, which reduces the amount of resources by 2. Or we can hold mass prayer services and processions. +1 security and +1 complacency. So this just seems better. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of downside later down the line, but we're gonna try it. The demonstrative prayer services are able to dispel the fog of idle gossip and slander. Yeah. Once again, let's drop down to the planet, because we need to actually go to Darkonus. Right? Hidari's celebration. Oh yeah, we need to go back to Footfall. Celebrate. Critical tasks. Where is this lever? Okay, interesting. So we can sell 3 adamantium to get +2 profit factor. The hive world of Forlinks seeks to undermine the influence of the subsector capital's planet. The governor's agents seek rare and valuable minerals that will help Forlinks' industry grow and prosper. We could sell 3 of our adamantium. No, we cannot. That one sucks. This one, 7 people. Okay, Inspection Master. A captain who calls himself the Master Inspector is in the market for human merchandise. This peculiar character has repeatedly shown up on Footfall to buy serfs, criminals, and unfortunates detained for vagrancy. Where he takes them is unknown, but his coffers seem bottomless. Seems legit. Yeah, indeed, we cannot complete these. Okay, we've got the Inspection Master done. So... what do I need to do? Blades in the Void. Yeah, wait for a response from Darkonus. Ah. Okay, so we just need to wait. We don't actually need to go back to Darkonus. We need to find Kiava Gama. is what we need to do. So, I guess we leave. And see what happens. Okay. Well, there's definitely some planets here that we can visit, so that's what we're going to do then.
Lord Captain, our astropaths received a message from Achilleus Scalander on Darkonus. He closely studied the data from the incursion on Vheabos 6, including the mention of the Xenos leaders. He promised to direct the efforts of his aides to identify those enemies of humanity so their location can be determined. Master Scalander is also reporting the drukhari are getting ready for more attacks on your territory. Information from his aides continue to arrive, and Achilleus will personally report to you the moment the targeting for the upcoming raid becomes clear. The drukhari excel at catching their opponents off guard, and there will be little time to mount a response. According to Master Scalander, your personal participation in the defense would be the best strategy given the circumstances.
Stop the Xenos raids. Okay. Not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Guess we'll see. But here we are at the crossroads of 100 dreams. We will investigate this system for a little bit, see what there is to be found here. I'm sure it's going to be good stuff. Hold on. We've already inspected this planet. Why did it send us back here? Unless there's new stuff. To WARPSTONE. I don't think that's worth it. I'm confused. Oh, maybe no. We've already checked this one. It was this one. Never mind. So we'll do a warp jump to right here.
Lord Captain, this is the Master Helmsman Raver. The crew is grumbling again, but they've a right reason this time. Our analytics systems have gone totally bonkers. The Red Robes, tech priests are blaming the anger of the machine spirits. Allegedly, this is how they profess their displeasure at the crew not being worshipful. We have largely managed to stabilize the output of the augurs and the auspexes across the ship, but you should know there is something awfully sketchy about the machines these days. I can confirm, Lord Captain. The vessel's analytics systems were behaving incorrectly for a time. The cogitators could not produce statistical data and displayed meaningless numerical combinations instead. The augurs failed to correctly analyze matter and mistook solids for liquids and vice versa. Thanks to the tech priest's efforts, standard operation of the ship's mechanisms has been restored. I am still registering sporadic reports of similar malfunctions, but we should now be able to handle them.
Okay. Not sure what that meant. First, let's chart some new routes, see what there is to be found here. So, indeed, this just gives a navigator's insight every time we do it, so always chart new routes. Let's have a look what's in this system, the Pillars of Viridis. I don't know what that means, but that looked like a white giant. Okay, we have some plasteel here, but it's shitty plasteel, and an Inquisition shipwreck. That is interesting. Well, if it's an Inquisition shipwreck, we're bringing Heinrichs. I'll bring Pascal, because it's a shipwreck. Idira might be useful. No, I'm going to keep Idira behind. Let's actually bring Irliet. Jai, no, you're not coming this time. We'll bring Abelard. There we go. Different party. What are we going to find? So, crashed. Already been frozen. By the looks of the loading screen art here. I love that this whole thing looks like a, you know, a view screen. And that there's a candle on it. Because of course there's a candle on it. And purity seals. You can't not have either of those. Alright, so here we are. Cool. Giant glass.
Let us not dawdle.
I mean, ice. Obviously. Icy spires. And up here. That's very cool. What might we find? Some goods. Looks like the people are dead. What have we here? A shotgun. Delightful. And some goods. Lots of stuff.
Is there money to be made?
Dead bodies.
I better
These
myself
soldiers were
through
killed
my
by shots in the
service.
back. It seems they were executed by their own comrade, who then used his last charge to blow his own brains out. Lovely. Sentry's keycard. Keycards like this are issued to soldiers who are posted in compartments with heightened security. Most intriguing. That might be useful. Okay.
None are better at searching.
That is a big ice shard. Very cool looking environment. Let's let Argenta disarm that.
Duty prevails.
What happened to you guys? There's a gaping hole in each corpse's head. They were brought out one at a time and shot from behind at point-blank range. Lovely. Logic this.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
The readings indicate that the ship's reactor is still running. But perhaps not for long. This explains why the ship's interior is still warm. Doesn't fucking look warm. Alright, let's athletics.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
We can still go that way, but I don't think we can reach that
always have a
this
backup
way, so
plan.
let's hold off here. Oh. Do you hear that? That's screaming. Oh, it was a black ship. Passengers will keep their mouths shut. There is no screaming. Passengers will keep their mouths shut. No, I hear it too. Oh, Emperor, the screams are so loud. Me too. It's so loud. Please stop this torment. Why are you torturing us? Something's not right. Wardens, combat positions. Tell the bridge they have suspicious activity here. Get back, damned mutants! This isn't right. You can't treat us like this. What are you going to do to us? We want to live. Embrace the gift of decay! Yeah. That's about when you open fire. Okay, so a bit of a psychic memory here. Oh no. Well, that doesn't look very good. The rotten brick of corpse, or a rotten brick of corpse starch. Passengers' rations. Judging by the lingering smell, it was dosed with a sedative. Are we not talking about this fucking thing? The squalid at birth, heavily soiled with blood and vomit. It is also equipped with straps that were used to bind its inhabitants to the bed whenever necessary. This must have been one of the black ships, one of the ships that they transport the Psykers on. These people were not killed by weapons fire, or perhaps there was no ammunition left for them. They were brutally butchered with knives and beaten with gun stocks. Boy, oh boy. What a lovely place. An asthmatic rasping can still be heard coming from the broken box, a screeching, cacophonous melody that sets your nerves on edge and scatters your thoughts. Delightful.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Well, let's walk in the goo. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Small fish, eyeless and slimy, dart and wriggle about in the rank water. Oh, fucking great. I wonder if this is Nurgle related. Lore warp. Bradadira.
I won't let it define
Crude
me.
scribblings in some blasphemous script proved too impenetrable to decipher. I just got 2 stacks of perplexed. That. Okay. Yeah, nah. That's funny, though, that failing the warp tests.
Keep a sharp
Makes
eye.
sense. Right, you look dead. You had a las gun and a knife. Cool. Very useful.
Keep your wits about you.
Though the cocoon's translucent, or through the cocoon's translucent film, you can see the vague outlines of a decaying body. The ribcage has been broken open, and a heart still beats inside it. Great.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Some really wholesome stuff going on here. So we can blow that out.
This task should have been accomplished easily.
So she just dinged herself up.
The Emperor sets
Well
my
done, Argenta.
path. Blessed be the hand of the healer.
Try again.
The burden
Argenta.
of failure is the most terrible punishment.
Please.
I failed.
Yeah, you did. You sure did. 3 times. Is it? If you try it once, then it just automatically inflicts this upon you every single time? I wish it would just not let you try
Administration
again.
is
I
a
guess
holy
we'll,
task.
who else
What
can
advice
attempt
do you
this?
seek?
20%?
I align my path with yours.
40%?
For now.
I've seen a lot of innocent people.
35? You might be able to. Only 10.
Let's not waste time with
I can do...
pleasantries.
Just not. Alright.
Data meditation is terminated.
I'm watching your back.
35? You have
The songs
40%.
of my
You can do it.
ancestors speak of stars long forgotten
Gento's not
and
gonna like that.
worlds long gone. What a shame that you lack the capacity to understand even a single note.
Calm down, Earliet. From time to time, tiny sparks of psychic energy burst out of this cocoon.
Is there
so
money
the
to be
Psykers
made?
are all being cocooned and probably being turned into something else. Medicae.
Never doubt me.
Oh. What do you know? Fantastic. I have a bad feeling about this. That's all
I
I'm gonna
always
say.
have a backup plan.
After being shot, these poor wretches had their skulls caved in around the temple, as if to be doubly sure. Yep. Uh-oh. Warden, Kappa 322 reporting for patrol duty in the main confinement cell. Atmospheric sensors indicate the presence of unknown impurities, high risk of contamination. What? But, yeah. Oh, Saints of the Emperor, what's happening to me? Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Wow. He got very gooey very quickly. Decay. Decay. Gee, I wonder if it was Nurgle. Well, some flak armor. Tangible psychic radiation is coming from the gurgling sludge. Perhaps it is the source of the vision that seized you. Probably. This tree has sprouted out of a person. Broken bones have formed the collars of branches. His cracked skull has merged with the trunk, and dried gore now coats the skin-like bark in a thin layer. Wow, that's some Darkwood-like shit.
Always keep your eye on the
Great game, by the way.
prize.
More lore warp tests. Well, better
I have learned much in my exile.
grant us eternal life, Nurgle, father of decay, for we do not want
Let
to
us not
die.
dawdle.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better to die. Okay, some weapons and other things. So far, no enemies.
Watch your steps.
That's a trap.
What is it?
It's a
Rise
trap.
to the top, or get left in the dust.
The interrogator serves the dissolution and decay around you with an icy stare. Throne preserve us from the archenemy's machinations. Bad memories? No more than the usual. Is this the same ship that once transported you? I have insufficient knowledge on the structural features of black ships, Cyrene. However, I do recognize some of the fragments of the devices littered beneath the archenemy's spawn. Remnants of psi shields, speakers for stunning prisoners, sedative diffusers. What do you think happened to the ship? Anything could have happened to it. Even black ships are not immune to the vagaries of warp. The Gellerfield, a prisoner riot, a minor glitch in the sacred mechanisms. Any one of these causes could have been fatal. We should go. Yeah, first, let's let Argenta disarm that. Hopefully without...
I better myself
Keep your
through
wits
my
about you.
service.
Grab all of this, some more loot. Got boxes here. Crates contain fragments of plate armor, rusted and covered in fungus. Can we wear it? The lasguns, flamers, and shock weapons in the containers are covered in a layer of whitish maggots, and partly eaten away by
I
acid
always
corrosion.
keep my options open.
More Imperium.
Failure is just a temporary setback.
After the last shift consolidation, they transferred me to the pariah barracks, and everything they say about those freaks is true. I don't know if they're raised this way, or if they really don't have a soul, but just being near them makes me feel sick to my stomach. Cold, unfeeling, empty creatures pretending to be human. They beat and execute the passengers like it's nothing. A normal person is disgusted at the thought of smashing a person's skull. Well, either that, or they like it. But not them. They don't care one bit. If it was up to me, I'd toss them in the hold with the rest of the mutants. But the Psyker's tricks don't work on them at all. Very handy when you're traveling on a ship stuffed full of enraged Psykers.
I had to move one of the Psykers from the communal hold to separate quarters. That traitorous piece of shit was encouraging the others to revolt, and our esteemed ship's confessor ordered us to give him a good hiding. We beat him for 2 hours or so, and by the end my damned cough had got so bad it was unbearable. I'm worried I'll be called in to see the chirurgeon. If command find out about the crap in my lungs, they'll toss me straight out of the airlock. My only hope is to find is my new augmetic. Though the guy who fitted it on me on Flacia Prima was strange. He gave me the creeps, and so did all his machinery. No doubt it was all illegal under the Imperium's law, but I didn't have a choice. A wretched bilge rat of a voidsman would never rise high enough to have his aches and pains treated by someone from the Adeptus Mechanicus. I'm just going to hope that this thing clears up on its own. So some sort of cursed machine. Like a mechanical lung, basically, causing all of this. It's possible. Right, some incendiary grenades, or fire grenades, I should say, and another box. Need key. Need key. All right.
Is there money to be made?
I don't have an apple for those, so guess we'll move on. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Corrupted turrets, bodies in rows. Sir, we've lost contact with hold sections 238 and 239. The riot is spreading. Emperor, have mercy on us. I won't let these blasphemous mutants take control of my ship. Broadcast this all over Vox channels. In the name of Inquisitor Yutan Hall, all crew members are hereby ordered to take up arms and begin a total purge of the holds. Every Psyker on board must be destroyed. Cleanse every inch of this ship with fire. The Emperor protects.
Your arrogance will be your
Oh
downfall.
look, plague zombies.
You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
And corrupted turrets. I'm more concerned about the corrupted turrets. I can't move anybody, so that's great. So we need to get some work done here. I think this is going to be a Pascal-friendly encounter. As we get ourselves ready to reap a massive butcher's toll here. Where's the best place? We can get quite a few right there, but I think we have better chance. Yeah, just do it right here. See ya! And can we drop this on any of them? No, we cannot. That is most unfortunate. What else can we do then? Analysis on one of the corrupted turrets? Sounds good. Right. Oh no. There's more of them. What do you know? Well, next turn. Who's going next? Do we have Argenta with us? Of course. Okay. I think it's time for doing some Argenta-ing. How is our psychic stuff? Psychic stuff is actually not going too bad right now, which is surprising, actually. So we'll drop a front line right here.
It's as good as done.
Okay, I'm going to put a extra damage backline right here on these two.
I'll see to it personally.
Then we can drop the other one. Man. Why can't we just turn it?
I won't stand for it. I won't compromise.
Whatever,
my
we don't need it. Voice of command? Bring it down.
On it.
Magenta, you kindly move right on over here.
Faith without
you'll be out of
deeds
that
is
zone,
worthless.
which is unfortunate, but I think it's going to be okay. And if you could kill all of them. 2 down. It's something. We can run and gun.
Doubt is for the weak.
Get a single shot going. Who to pick off? We can pick you off, or we can pick one of you off.
Eradicated.
That's the name of the plague zombies.
I'll do it.
All right, we'll drop a confident approach. Now it's my turn again. What else can I do? I can actually shoot with the Daka with a needle rifle. Do I want to use a needle rifle right now? I think I want to actually drop a foreboding on the entire party, because I think we're about to get fucking blasted. And I can move. Problem is there's no cover.
Just better standing in the foreboding. Alright, I'm gonna move right here. Alright, Irliet, you can take out one of these. If you would. That'd be great. Let me get a,
I understand your intent.
aim for the opening on this turret. And then, we can't do that, can we? Well, we can do a killing edge on the turret. That should do some work. Only 6 to 7 damage. Never mind. That's not very good. Maybe if we drop a expose weakness first. Now what can we do? That's a little better. 25 to 30. That's slightly higher damage numbers. Well, better get to it. Critical hit. 213 damage. That is slightly more to my liking. So that's one turret that is just gone. Alright, so they're all coming in. I'm glad we brought Abelard.
Get out of my way!
Here they come. Plague Claws. Not today.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Okay, Heinrich is going to hold the line there. I'm going to hold the line here. Or no, that's Pascal. Okay, I think we're in a pretty good spot here, actually. So it's Pascal's turn. What can Pascal do? Pascal can do some violence. You can hit 4 of them. That'll also hit Heinrich's, which is less of what I want. You can move him, though. Let's move him right out to here. And if I instead drop it there, it's still going to hit Heinrich's. God damn it. It's almost worth it, though. Let's drop some bounties on some of them. Okay, so we can drop 3 bounties here. These are like super low tier prey, but whatever. Heal them!
I thought too highly of your execution.
I'm very sorry. I'm sure you'll forgive me. Chop chop! Lovely. Now, if you could patch him up, that'd be great. Good.
You have my thanks.
Death to the unbelievers!
So this is not a great situation for Argento. Actually, for any of us right now, we are currently surrounded.
Out of my way! Guides me!
Lots of poxwalkers.
I serve the ruinous powers!
I think they serve the ruinous powers.
Out of my way, it's me!
Okay. Argento's turn.
Faith
Revel in
without
slaughter.
deeds is worthless.
Definitely a time for a furious recital, though at the same time, I would like to actually use this first. So it might be that we need to move back, and I can do that with dash. I'm so glad I got this for her. You have no idea how happy it makes me to be able to just be like, nah, I don't want to be here, actually. So, let's unleash the Daka. Okay, that was not the best Dakaing I've ever seen in my life. Not gonna lie.
As the Emperor commands,
Let's do Wildfire here. We can do another full auto. That might hit Irliet.
Doubt
Let's
is
not
for the
do
weak.
that.
You can escape the
Two
Emperor's
more
judgment.
dead. It's okay. Then we can do a Firearm Mastery.
I am his will made manifest.
Beautiful. At that
Faith
point, we can
without
drop
deeds
a
is
Furious
worthless.
Recital.
High momentum.
We have momentum again. And let's just use some single shot action here. Goodbye. That one's dead.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment. That is not the Emperor's will. Eradicated.
Okay. So they're all not doing super hot anymore.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. This is why I was chosen.
Fantastic. Good turn. Okay, Abelard. If you could declare him as your sworn enemy. And then we can immediately steady superiority, which I'm gonna. Let's get to the chopping here. Chop chop.
Victory.
Slash. Oh, he lived. And we could pistol him as well.
At your beck and command.
See ya. And then we could kick this one.
I will do my reduce to dust.
Wow. And let's scream at the rest of them.
It will be done.
And we'll use
At
brace
your
for
beck and
impact.
call.
That thing's still there. It's probably going to do something this turn. That would be my guess. And we'll drop a cautious approach at the end of the turn.
Flesh is weak, yet iron knows no pain.
Yep, you suck. Okay. Yeah, kill him if you would. That'd be great. All right. And then you can charge that one.
Of course, Lord Captain.
Cool. I guess we can iron arm.
I won't object to it.
We could also probably do an invigoration on myself. I don't think that actually removes the fresh injury here, though, so that's kind of unfortunate. Well, we'll get... No, he's already got an opening. No, he's got an opening behind him. We don't want that.
Let's see to it.
We'll put an opening on the front of him, and then we'll do a Death Whisper, which will hopefully just kill him. Okay,
Holy terror, smite your enemies.
Not bad, not bad. I'm gonna move up to here.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
And let's give our actions...
I'll make it happen. It's as good as done.
Because I think she can one-shot that one again, hopefully. Oh no, we actually have to use no, then we'll start getting some debuffs on it. We'll do an aim for the opening. And then we can use a in my sights.
I understand your intent.
Okay. Let's drop a front line
I'll
on
make
it
it
right there
happen.
so that it'll take extra damage. And then
Who, if not
buff up
me?
Heinrichs a little. With that, and we light it on fire. We sure can. I don't know if that's worth it though. Or we can shoot this Poxwalker. It's not going to do much either. Fine, I'll
I'll
press
make it
him.
happen.
Okay.
No
Nearly its turn.
weakness is
Solid
hidden
damage.
from my sight. This
Drop another one.
tedium is beneath me.
And let's shoot it again.
Ancestors, guide me.
Still alive. Most vexing. Shoot it again.
If no weakness is
Only
hidden
3.
from my
That's not
sight.
much. We need to juice it up with our abilities. It's not much point in trying to take it out that way. But that's fine, because I think Pascal's just going to run up and multi-melt that head. And that should be just fine. It's still alive! Get it. It's still alive!
I serve the ruinous powers!
Oh yeah, there was one left. Well, Argenta,
As the Emperor
look.
commands, I act.
Can you dash? Oh, she can still dash. Lovely. Well, better do it
Faith
then.
without deeds is worthless.
I can't shoot.
This is unacceptable.
Oh, shit, I ran straight into a melee armed enemy. Oopsies.
As the Emperor eats, strike is a prayer.
Well, as it so turns out, our
I'll do
sororitas
it.
here also has a sword. And she's not afraid to use it. Alright, let's get rid of this corrupted turret. Alright, goodbye. And then we can run and gun. And, oh man, I just want to...
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
just want to shoot it. You know what?
Doubt is
Whatever.
for the weak. Eradicated.
Is she really gonna, like, care about
Stabbed
hitting
in the
Ilya?
back. Unsurprising.
Alright, now we need some med kits.
When the faithful
Argenta
are idle,
will say sorry to
You have
Ilya.
offered me another chance.
Be
We'll,
strong.
we'll fix up him as
Greater
well.
trials lie ahead.
Okay.
I needed that.
Yeah, you did. Little bit of friendly fire. It's all fine. It's all fun and games. Okay, no loot.
I always have a backup
Plague
plan.
zombies. Okay, so we still need to get that that key for that box. That'd be just great. Maybe right here. What are you? You look like a person, but I don't know. The outline is disturbing. The corpse's flesh has crystallized and turned into a translucent sarcophagus, and sealed within is a slop of their putrefying organs.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
The walls of this lift shaft are coated in a layer of putrefying goo, containing revolting growths. The bodies of the people trapped within it.
Did you hope to see an Azuriani fail?
Oops, now you're perplexed. Crude scribblings in some blasphemous script prove too impenetrable to decipher. Okay, I need to stop poking in.
Let us not dawdle.
What have we here? Visit the void ship in order to remove it.
I always keep my options open.
Oh, hello. Poxwalkers. Poxwalkers. And whatever the hell that is. That looks nice. I'm sure it's friendly.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling. The Emperor's judgment.
Good start to the battle. Alright, then you can move up here, hide behind that. Oh, that's Cyrene. Whoops. I'll move right here. We'll put Argenta right here. Pascal, you can hide back here. Irliet, let's have you go there. Abelard, charge out in front. Is there the occluding sphere? I don't know what that is. Let's have a quick look at it. So, Blessing of Roch. Nurgle's powers create a shield that grants its host +3 MP and will be removed when the creature's temporary wounds reach 0. Immune to all damage and most common effects. Death of creatures under its control deals direct damage to it. Okay. Psyker Majoris. Oh. Cool. And it's anchored. Can't move or dodge. But we can't damage it either, so. Alright. Sounds fun. Put Abelard up here. He's got a tank. And Heinrichs is unfortunately perplexed, but he's going to have to manage this flank on his own. Cyrene's turn. Let's give a turn to Argenta, as usual. I would like to... Yeah, we're going to do a controlled shot here so that we don't shoot Abelard.
Faith without deeds is...
She wouldn't do that. She has no problems about accidentally shooting the filthy Xenos, but... Abelard, that's a different matter.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Right, we are done, and now we get our turn again. So we can actually...
My gut tells me
send
it's
Abelard
a bad
in.
idea. I'll
I'm
see
going to
to
juice
it
him up a bit.
personally.
We're going to immediately have him start to get the attention of some of these jerks. Oh, target too far. Really? You're not.
It will be done.
Get out of here. Alright, then we can blast this one. Blast that one. Oh, that's a plague bearer. Hi.
I will do my target well struck. At your blackened call.
Why not? Alright, what else can we do? Let's drop a front line right here.
I'll see to it
Seems
personally.
Like a place for a front line. And let's drop a back line right here.
I'll make it happen.
I should have done rear right there, but okay, fine. We'll drop a rear right here because I might move
I refuse.
Irliet out that way. Okay, I can't.
It's as good as done.
Well, I could shoot something. I could shoot that one.
I'll make it
66%
happen.
chance to finish him off.
Another enemy
Goodbye.
down.
Yep. Throwing a grenade from his entrails, and there he comes. Irliet. You okay right here, or do I need to move you? Problem is Pascal's still here. I would have liked Pascal to move, so I'll hold perfect spot for now. What kind of damage can you do? You can almost kill that one. You have a.
If it serves your cause, another soul slips beyond the veil.
So it's taking a little bit of damage every time we do that, which is good. I would like to shoot the other Poxwalker card right there, but it doesn't seem like we have arc on them. We do on the Plague Bearer, so
I am
put in my
not your
sights on the Plague
Xenos
Bearer.
pet monkey.
Buff up Heinrichs with Iron Arm, and I think I'm just gonna have him run shop around this way.
For the throne's glory.
Get some damage in that way. You can also charge that one. We're just out of range, unfortunately.
But of course.
Then an Endure will do fine. And, oh, of course, we have, aim for the opening. We're not done yet. That's this guy. A Death Whisper.
Let's see to it.
Solid. And we can drop a Word of the Emperor back. Here? What about back here? Here's gonna hit these
Naturally.
three, so we'll drop it right there. Parried. Okay, Argenta. What's she doing? That is a Plague Bearer. I don't know about that one. You can also pick this one off. Maybe just do that. Okay, that's gonna free up Heinrichs.
Doubt is for the weak.
Revel in Slaughter. Lovely.
I'll do
Wildfire.
As the Emperor
Why
commands, I act.
Got a lot of health. Probably start whittling it down. Okay, we'll do run and gun. I'll do a
Faith
reload.
without deeds is worthless.
And we will do another... Actually, I'm going to do a single shot here just to make sure it hits. Okay. Looking good. Oh, do you already have Confident? You do not.
Doubt is for the weak.
I keep forgetting to activate
Death
that.
to non-believers!
So we just need to kill a bunch of enemies here. It seems like it's going to be a wave fight. Alright, Pascal, you can close in here.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Drop a bounty on this Plague Bearer. Hold the bolt. Chop chop. Maybe we can kill it even before Irliet gets her turn. I mean, I don't want to do it for that reason, but no, we're not going to be able to kill it beforehand.
Request approved.
But I will get some
The scriptural prognosis is
effects
favorable.
on it.
Running binaric override.
That'd be too much.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Okay, I'm gonna let them handle that one. I'm gonna send Abelard up this
Tried
way,
and tested tactics are the best ones.
where he can charge this guy. Kill him.
One fewer target.
See ya. He's now, unfortunately, in a not a
Victory
great
is
position.
imminent.
What the hell are you doing? Who knows? Well, may as well pot shot the Plague Bearer. That's our turn, unfortunately.
I'd rather
Can I
not.
throw? No, I can't throw grenades after doing this
Death
stuff.
to the weak!
Overall, this doesn't seem like particularly difficult.
Chaos guides
Encounter.
me!
So I think we're going to be fine. I mean, who knows what it's going to summon. This might, like,
Out of my way!
summon a greater demon or something. Or some other Nurgle beast. Yeah, perhaps a beast of Nurgle as an actual enemy type. That'd be a cool boss. Like, there are other types of demons than the basic ones. We've already seen that. Okay, I'm going to drop a
I'll see
full
to it
warning on
personally.
Irliet. And I'm also going to drop a prescience on Irliet. She can benefit
If
from
not
that.
me.
And I think I want to give Argenta a turn because there's a whole lot of them just standing right there. So
It's as good as done.
that is what we're going to do.
On it.
Hi, guys. How y'all doing?
As the Emperor commands, I act. No one can escape the Emperor's judgment.
We have momentum.
In thy
Steady
light
superiority
I
on
stand,
Argenta,
and thy light
because
I
Argenta
pray.
is a terror. Okay, unfortunate. We probably could have just single shot that. We've gotten an extra point of. I'm gonna move the
I'll see
front
to
line
it
up to there now.
personally.
It has changed position. There's of course this Plague Bearer, but this Plague Bearer is about to get capped. Did he just fucking full heal? He just full healed. Alright.
Ancestors guide me.
69. Nice. Now we're talking. Alright, aim for the opening. This fucking thing's gotta go. See if you can't one-shot it. It still has the exposed weakness on it, so we don't need to worry about that. Yeah, we're just stacking everything on it. Please instant kill it.
I
Why,
deal
thank you.
death with my hands.
Wow. He died. How much damage did that do to the pot? Also not very much. Okay.
For the throne's glory, the Inquisition sends their regards. I won't object to it.
You're gonna charge up that way?
Your reckoning is due.
Dead. Alright. We can Death Whisper this guy, finish him off, hopefully. Hopefully this will hit. It did not. I mean, it did, but it didn't kill him, which is unfortunate.
Naturally.
And I'll endure. And I don't know what else I'm gonna do. I could Iron Arm. I'm already Iron Armed. Falling for the opening on that one then. Ah, it's another Plague Bearer. Hi. I was just getting worried that I wouldn't see any of you guys anymore. But I'm glad you're back.
I'll do it.
Alright. Controlled shot, because we're going to put some Daka down line over here.
Eradicated.
Well, that one's dead, and we've leveled up. Let's reload. Let's Wildfire. Let's send some more Daka down line. 2% chance of hitting Abelard.
Faith without deeds is
That's a risk she's willing to take. Oh, god damn it.
Rookies.
Of course it hit him.
Doubt
Right,
is
well,
for the
we got
weak.
another Revel in Slaughter, so we're going to Revel in some Slaughter. And then we can do a single
As
shot
the
on this
Emperor
guy.
commands, I am.
gonna do?
Why I was chosen.
Going to increase our versatility.
Be gone.
Alright, Pascal is in the Toxin, because he's not overly happy about it. So he's going to walk over this way now. And let's actually drop a bounty on this jerk.
Sire knows all, comprehends all.
And chop chop.
Condemns you.
We have 3 action points, which we could use to multi-melta this guy. That seems like overkill, but no such thing as overkill when dealing with heretics. Alright, Machine Spirit Communion, and that's our turn. Alright, Pascal is dueling a Plague Bearer. Let's see if he can, like, one-turn this thing. So, to start with, he is going to actually move out of range. Provoke an attack for opportunity, but that's fine. And then, we're going to mark it as our sworn enemy. Charge it.
Indeed.
Nice. Shoot it with a gun.
I will
Slash
do
it
my
again.
duty.
Oh, we missed.
At
And
your
we'll
beck
brace
and
for
call.
impact. He just called out the tally, man. Interesting. Oh, and we can kick it, too. Why
It
not?
will be done.
Gross. Gonna need new boots. Foxwalker's coming in. Man, what's our time for this episode? I feel like this is gonna be a long one. Over an hour and a half. This is gonna be a long one.
I serve the ruinous powers! Death to non-believers!
I wasn't really expecting a super long section here with
Death
this.
to the weak!
Okay, so they're closing in on Heinrichs here.
Chaos guides me!
He's going in at Pascal, that's fine. Our melee group
Out
is
of my way!
inundated, which is okay. Because our ranged combatants are free to do as they will. I think it just summoned a million more. It sure did. Oh boy. Let's give Argenta another turn. Let's move the front line to right here, actually. So Argenta's about to help out Pascal. Pascal, I think, needs a bit of assistance.
Who, if not me?
So, only 2% chance. Okay, 95% chance over there. So let's first do a controlled shot, so that we don't blast Pascal. And then put some Daka down line here.
Strike is a
Alright,
prayer.
that's 2 gone. Solid. We can shoot again. We can clear him up, or we can start picking off some of these other ones.
Eradicated.
Another one down. And we can
I'll do it.
wildfire. This is ridiculous. Can you aim all the way over there? You cannot. I guess it's just gonna be another single shot. Single shot on the
Faith
Plague Bearer.
without deeds is worthless. But you, my emperor.
Good stuff. We'll
Doubt
just use a
is for the
Furious
weak.
Recital. We have momentum. Oh my. What do I want to do? We can do Take and Hold. I don't think we need to do Take and Hold. I'm not a huge fan of Take and Hold. What we can do is give Argenta a Finest Hour, or we can give it to somebody else. Could give it to Irliet. Let's first buff Irliet with this before we do that. Can't use Bring It Down. Oh, why not?
I won't compromise my principles.
Okay,
I'll
all
make it
full
happen.
warning, Pascal. Full warn, Pascal, even. Can we just burninate him?
Your end was
Good.
inevitable.
We burninated him. He is now dead. Prescience. All Prescience Pascal as well. We'll get them properly juiced up on psychic powers. And then we're
Here's
going
my
to give Irliet a turn.
perfect moment.
Because I believe there was a Plague Bearer up around here. Is there a Plague Bearer around here? There is not. Okay. There's one there, though. But I don't have line of sight on that one. Unless I move right here. Which I will.
Just designate a
I don't have
target.
ranged weapons, so screw it.
This
We'll use,
tedium is beneath me.
Get into cover. Perfect spot. It's fine. We can aim for the opening. Ooh, we cannot. Can I even shoot him? I cannot. Ah, we should have line of sight there. Come on. Okay, well, we can potentially kill several with bullet penetration here, which would be hilarious. But I've got this ability.
I understand your intent. Another soul
Brutal.
slips beyond the veil.
Do it again. Who else can we pick off? We can pick off this Plague Bearer. I think that's probably a worthwhile
I
endeavor.
am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If it serves your cause.
I don't want it full healing. Oh, it lived! Okay, we can't target you. Can't target any of these guys. Most unfortunate. Well, anything else we can do here? My pistol. We could actually shoot something with a pistol. Fortunately, you're just not in range. You are, though.
I am not
Screw it.
your Xenos pet, monkey.
Link. Alright, back to the long rifle. Yeah,
it
I
serves
guess we'll
your
just
cause.
use that on that guy. Hopefully he'll still be there. I accidentally clicked end
Brace
turn.
yourself, Abelard.
I think that was actually Cyrene's, like, last turn. Oh, that was perfect. So, she just got her next turn already. So, first things first,
I
die.
am not your Xenos pet, monkey. Are you moving?
Alright.
No more.
That one's dead. What else can we pick off? There aren't too many. We can
This
pick off this
tedium
one.
is beneath me. Another soul slips beyond the veil.
And there's no one left to target, really. I really wish we could hit some of these others. Fine, we'll target that one. In my sights. There's another one. Plague Bearer. Alright, Heinrich's turn. If you would kindly start mincing these guys.
I won't object to it.
Harried, are you kidding me? No, really.
For the throne's glory.
Okay, we'll get an opening here.
Let's see to it.
Death Whisper. Heinrichs, I'm a little disappointed. Just want you to know.
Naturally.
I guess I'll drop an Invigorate on
Let's see to
myself.
it.
I've suffered worse.
Argenta can use Revel and Slaughter again. There's a couple of enemies up there. Are they in range? They are not. So let's make
Guided
sure.
by faith.
We'll just put her right here. 95% chance of hitting.
I'll
Seems
do
like
it.
a good enough
None can
chance
escape
to
the
me.
Emperor's
Alright,
judgment.
so that guy is now in more bits than he was before. And we can Wildfire to get another full auto volley at this Plague Bearer.
As the Emperor commands us, this is why I was chosen.
Wow. That was a bit of damage. Do it again.
Faith without deeds.
One turn Plague Bearer. Courtesy of Argenta. You're welcome. Oh my god. You are horrible. I mean, for the heretics. You are a blessing. Well, nobody to shoot. That is... No, that's not true. There are people we can shoot. We didn't even need to dash. We can always shoot
As
this
the
guy.
Emperor commands, this is why
So
I was
Pascal doesn't
chosen.
mind.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Let's go send him up here, actually. What is this guy doing? He's just like, yeah. I always dreamed of flying. Okay. Let's put a bounty on him.
Running by
I'm sure he's wanted in several star systems for being a general nuisance. And, we'll... You know what? It's the warp. Let's not worry about it. Everything's fine. Ah! Yeah, the railing physics here. We should be able to shoot over that, I think. Like, looking at it, that looks like it should be a maybe slightly obstructed shot, but certainly not a shot that we just can't do. Let's drop a joint analysis then. And, yeah. Avalar's turn. You can now run over here.
My place is at the 4.
Your place is at 4. Well, we can charge down here. Unfortunately... Oh, well, we can't. Alright, well, shoot him. And then you can charge. We just can't
Victory is imminent.
It's a real shame. That's fine, because we have a cleave. But before we cleave, let's declare this guy as our sworn enemy. Ooh, now it uses 3 action points. It did already, but...
At your
we'll just chop this guy down then. Lovely. Yep. Carried. Fantastic. This Poxwalker is going to waltz on up towards us and try and whack us. How's this thing doing? It's almost dead. The occluding sphere. Right.
I won't go down easy.
Cyrene. Oh look, there's like a million of them again. Cyrene, can you get up there and give Argenta a turn? Because Argenta is our answer to
My gut
problems
tells
like
me
this. What do you
it's a
mean,
bad
target too
idea.
far? Alright. Everything's fine. So, Argenta, if you were to dash like one space over there, and then... Yeah, that seems alright. One down. Revel and slaughter. Reload.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Wildfire is
Doubt
free.
for the weak.
Which in turn gives us a free rapid fire. Let's do it on those.
You might strike.
The more we
is a
kill,
prayer.
the better. The sphere is dying. It's almost dead. I got 2 action points left. I can try and pick him off, or I can just kill him.
Another enemy down.
More enemies that die. We are so close. It is almost dead.
I'll see to it personally.
Argenta forewarning. We'll give Pascal voice of command. Okay, Kirliet. You can now start picking people off. You can... Presumably... You have that on you. Let's drop
I understand
an
your
analysis
intent.
here. It has a lot of temporary hit points. That's why it's not going to go down in one hit. Potentially. It's probably still going to go down in one hit. We'll drop Poise to Strike on it. And then hope for the critical hit with Killing Edge.
If I must.
Thank you. Alright, they're dead. We killed it. You gonna explode? Yeah, it's done. Lore Warp, 15%. I don't relish our chances of succeeding here. What have we here? Master of Arms Seal, so that's gonna be the key there. And a ship's log. This might tell us what happened. The ship's log is encrypted, but the last entry was written in Gothic. I, Inquisitor Yutan Hull, captain of the Black Ship Monarchia's Bane, write this record for the eyes of any faithful servant of the Emperor who may chance to read it. My vessel dutifully departed Terra to collect the Imperium's rightful tithes from its loyal worlds, and then returned to the Segmentum Solar with thousands of Psykers in our holds. Our mission was proceeding smoothly, but shortly after our warp jump, the incident occurred. The main confinement cell was the source of the insurrection. It was a holding site for an especially dangerous passenger who possessed high psychic potential and was known to incite disobedience in others. I do not know how he was able to free himself or how he summoned the forces of chaos to abet him. His psychic outbursts spread rapidly across the entire vessel, sending other passengers into a frenzy and causing them to attack my acolytes. I have given the order for the passenger holds to be purged, and activated the automatic intruder elimination systems, but I have no doubt that this measure will be unsuccessful. Not wishing to surrender Monarchia's Bane into the hands of these deranged mutants, I have set course for to orbit a nearby planet at a slight deviation. Sooner or later, the deviation will result in the ship drifting out of orbit and crashing to the planet's surface. Keep the faith and exterminate any mercy in our soul. Interesting. So yeah, that's what happened. That's why Psykers are dangerous, guys. Also, Monarchia's Bane. Monarchia was the city crafted by Lorgar and the Wordbearers prior to the Horus Heresy to venerate the Emperor. It's basically a shrine city, the first ever shrine city. And the Emperor, not wanting to be worshipped as a god, but also not wanting to tell the Wordbearers why he didn't want to be worshipped as a god, ordered the Ultramarines, who had a known rivalry with the Wordbearers, to destroy the city in front of the Wordbearers, which was not a very good move, Emperor. Naturally, the Wordbearers, feeling incredibly alienated by this assholery, decided to ask some questions. Like, okay, fine, maybe the Emperor isn't a god. Surely no god would be that much of a dickhead, or that stupid. So, maybe there are real gods. And, well, their train of questions led them down a dark path, which eventually resulted in them finding the real gods. So really, kind of the Emperor's fault. Everything's the Emperor's fault, if you really think about it.
Keep your wits about you.
No, I'm not a heretic. You're a heretic. Guide for Voidsman. Voidsman, by the grace of the Emperor, you have been given the honor of serving on a black ship of the Inquisition. You have been entrusted with a unique cargo, Psykers, collected from the Imperium's worlds as their rightly owed tithe. Do not be deceived by their appearance. Every one of them is a dangerous mutant. Be strict with the passengers, for that is how you safeguard the lives of yourself and your comrades. You must be blind to tears and deaf to pleas. Listen to the passengers' conversations, and report any groupings that form among them to the ship's confessor. Any groups will be split into different holds to prevent a coordinated revolt. Check for certain that the passengers are eating all of their rations. They contain tranquilizers intended to ensure you and your comrades' safety. Pay attention to any strange occurrences. Psyker corruption comes in many forms. Passengers that exhibit extraordinary abilities must be transferred to reinforced cells for solitary confinement. Do not engage in conversation with the Psykers. Do not refer to them by name. Do not give them your possessions. And do not allow them to lose their fear of you. Their fear is the key to your survival. Appear before the ship's confessor every month to have the purity of your thoughts checked. Remember, the blasphemous Psykers can play with the minds of real people. Keep the faith and follow these rules. Failure to observe any of them will be grounds for dismissal. Lovely. What a delightful planet. Alright, I'm doing it.
A trivial task.
Unholy Shard. This amulet reduces all toxic damage suffered by the wearer. If the wearer has heretical votary, they also heal 1 wound per heretical rank each time they suffer toxic damage. That's not very good, in my opinion, as a boss reward. I mean, it's okay.
I always have a backup plan.
Immunity to toxic damage is... Or is it immune? Or it's 50%, right? It's okay. I don't feel like that's a... For this encounter, I don't feel like that's a very valuable reward. Let's level up. So, we have ourselves take and hold here. Increasing the... Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. Increase the maximum number of action points granted by take and hold. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to use take and hold very much. But... You never know. Steady superiority, on the other hand. Oh, every attack grants a plus 2% bonus to crit chance. Done. Sold. Moving on. Bounty Hunter, we haven't really used his ability. Extra perception bonus, that's not going to be good. Agility bonus, not very good. Whenever the Bounty Hunter attacks exactly one target with Wild Hunt, this attack deals 300% extra damage. That makes Wild Hunt potentially useful, actually, to turn him into a one-hit wonder. Alright, Dispatch. This is his assassin. Until the end of combat, the target of Dispatch loses half of its current armor and deflection. It's long-term debuff. Until the end of combat, whenever the assassin hits an opening, they gain lethality divided by 15 temporary wounds. That's pretty good for him. So he's hitting openings quite a lot. I mean, we haven't used Dispatch. I'm gonna get this, because he's also taking damage quite a bit. He's in melee. This I like for her. Again, we haven't used dispatch much. So that seems like something you want to use on, like, a boss. Okay, we don't need the critical hit for him. The Archmilitant can use both. Oh, you can only use one heroic act per character. Yeah, alright. I thought it was you could only use each heroic act once, but I guess it's one heroic act per character. But this would ignore that, though how often would we need to use both of his? First time in combat that the Archmilitant reaches 0 wounds while under the effect of steady superiority or heroic sacrifice. The Archmilitant restores 20% of their maximum wounds and loses this effect. Seems okay, but also very circumstantial. Until the end of combat, the Archmilitant's attacks do not spend all MP. Additionally, each attack grant... Yeah, we're going to take this for him. Extra MP is going to be quite good. Alright, let's head back and inspect this locker. So maybe this is it could have been deceptive. That might not have been the actual, like, reward there. Ugh.
Let us
and
not
the reward maybe in this this lock thing was right here. Yeah, Tempestus Carapace and an Inferno pistol. I mean, the Inferno pistol is... it's okay. Tempestus Carapace, on the other hand, that's pretty cool. +2 deflection against ranged attacks. Oh, yeah. That might be going on to Abelard. He's already got heavy Stormtrooper Carapace. This is going to be even better. We're going to give that to him. You can give the Stormtrooper Carapace to... or the... no, he doesn't wear heavy armor. We could let him wear heavy armor. Nah. Pretty good, though. Alright. So, yeah, that's gonna be all. I'll continue my outro while we run back to
left in the dust.
The ship, but that's gonna be all for today. This is gonna be a very long episode, I think. So I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm sure most of you don't mind too much. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next one where we'll do a bit more exploring. As we look for Kiava Gama and wait for Aculeus Scalander to
give
us
nothing
intel on the next drukhari raid. Hopefully we can
keep
catch
your wits about you.
Archon, Euremeris, before she causes any more trouble for us. So do drop this video a like if you have enjoyed it, and I will catch you all in the next one. Heritor out.